Welcome back to Sid Meier's Civilization 6, Greece as Pericles. And we're going to choose our next tech, which could be chemistry for the AT crew, since we have our pikemen that just got the upgrade. I think I might actually go up here and get steam power. A navy would not be terrible. And it's only 5 turns, so let's do that, actually. My bad. We will need all these, so that's going to be a total of 2, 8. I can do 8 turns. I can do 8 turns. We're definitely are gonna want the factory, so we may as well just go ahead and knock this part of it out. Knossos. We will go ahead and get you 8 of 10. We'll get a military academy. 15 turns, really? Let's have him build something a little more productive, like another bombard. And over here, we need 10 pop. Okay, well, let's see. Speaking of pop, we might have to go ahead and make that sewer. Man, the Great Zimbabwe is such an awesome wonder. And our little city of Mycena, where the builder's almost there, and looks like the Congo's just kind of taking a peek at our city. This horseman going over this with lots of tundra. I don't know if I want to fool with this camp, to be honest with you. I don't think I want to. I mean, is it worth the 45 gold? Maybe. Right? Let's see. Let's see how our scout's doing over here. He's almost across the ocean. Alright, guys. Next turn. We're still working food here in Knossos. You've heard me say it once. I'll say it again, should Firaxis be listening. Would love to get a population notification in a city. And let's see, probably the wheat. Yeah, we're definitely gonna want to work the wheat first for the food. Right? And we'll just go ahead and take out the scout. And then we'll get our little gold here. I think I will get that horseman to fight that pikeman just to be able to get a little gold. Let's see how badly it'll be if we go straight on. Not the best unit. That might not have been a good idea. Not the best unit to go. Anti-cavalry versus cavalry, especially a horseman. That was probably not a very good idea. Let's see if we're going to pay the price. That was a terrible idea, I think, guys. I got greedy. If we survive it, lesson learned. If not, terrible lesson learned.
People can have the Model T in any color.
For being hubris.
So long as it's black.
Very favorite quote from back in the day. Back in the Henry Ford days. I can remember an even better quote than that. Some very persnickety and pedant news reporters were trying to give Ford a hard time because Ford was not a very educated academically man. Is that even grammatically correct for me to say that? He was not very... He wasn't the greatest intellect. And they were kind of picking at him about it. And he says, it's not what I know, it's who I can find that can help me with what I need to know. That's not the exact quote. I'm paraphrasing. I always like that. Okay, let's see here. Our granary. For the additional housing. Work that tile. Alright, we're out of here. Alright, I'm just going to heal right here. I mean, I guess he could attack us here, but I wanted to make sure that we at least got in a little bit of health. Because even if he does, we'll survive it, but I'm going to count myself lucky and not even tempt fate. upgrading them because they're not that expensive, and once we get AT crew, we'll be able to convert those guys to AT crew once we get the tech. AT crew works really well. Speaking of which, we can form an army with nationalism, or a corps, I should say, yeah. So we're getting close to that. So we may as well have the units to do it, and then we can start concentrating a little bit on units. But as far as, like, units, we definitely have probably twice as much as we had with Germany in our last game. I think Germany's a great civ. I don't know what she's mad about. We're lazy. So he did come after us, but we are healing, so we'll survive it. Maybe. Oh, my goodness. Awful. Terrible, terrible on my part. Terrible. That was not good. All right. Should have moved him all the way out of the way and just gotten it over with and gotten out of his range. A 2 promoted horsemen. That's what happens when you get greedy, guys. We're going to work the stone as I try to recapture some of my dignity after that terrible move. What was that all about, you guys are asking yourselves? That was just a bad move. Okay. And we'll just send this guy here. We'll move the bombard back in. We'll just post him up here just to watch for other camps. Let him heal up. Move you into the city. And next turn. You guys can probably tell I'm playing through these because what I would have done when I ended the last segment was I would have saved the game and then just probably would have started over just to save that horseman. But
what I liked about
we want to keep everything transparent here, guys. Everything needs to be transparent so it looks fair and square. All right, we're definitely going to go with additional gold. I am very gold focused right now. We got our merchants. We have our scientists. We need to check that. Before I confirm that, let's take a quick look at our great people. Yeah, we're about to get a great scientist here soon. Wow, we got some writers possibly coming soon. And a great general. I'm okay with that because those generals, of course, can turn into writings. Yeah, we'll go ahead and confirm what we have. I'm happy with that. We'll get the 4 gold. And just keep cranking out the gold. And let's assign our spy to science for right now. We'll post you up. And we'll choose our civic. We are working our way to suffrage, but we're a good ways away from that. So no need to get overly ambitious. Religion, not really concerned with Reformed Church. Colonialism, what will it give us here again? It will give us 25 gold and production towards Renaissance and Industrial Naval Units. That will come in handy later. We're going to go with Civil Service. That's going to give us 50 production towards Industrial Era, Later Wonders, and production towards Builders. Newly trained builders get an extra 2 build actions. So we're going to do that and then probably follow up with Nationalism. The Bolshoi is nice to get if you're going for Culture Victory. We are not. Is that our general? No, it's our scientist. Triggers Eureka Moment for Chemistry and 1 random technology from the Industrial Error. He doesn't like us getting great people. That's his particular trait there. So let's go ahead and pop our guy. Wow, that put us almost all the way through industrialization. That was awesome. That was great timing. And chemistry, which will get us closer to our AT crew. And we get to pick another policy. Interesting how that flipped. And the 4 gold. Confirm. All right. Did I send... Oh, I sent him to the stone. I was going to say, why is he going to coffee? Wouldn't mind buying one of these tiles. Thankfully, our amenities are doing really well. Yeah, it'd be nice to be able to sort these by amounts and sources and such, especially with yields. And being able to click production and being able to see which has the highest production and stuff. So very handy. Which is what we had in Civ 5. Let's work that niter. Now we'll get that double niter. I'm pretty happy with the number of cities that we have. We could always take one if we needed one. Now, it was Pericles that built this, or I'm sorry, we were Pericles. It was Gilgamesh who built that encampment that way. I would have probably made it over on this side. But then, of course, it was his own city, so it makes sense that he would want to try to defend it maybe from Mohenjo-Daro or from a city of the north. Next turn. We have a very good relationship with Victoria, which is kind of surprising.
The key words of violent
There we go,
economics
roar.
are urbanization, industrialization, centralization.
I love production. You guys know this. I've mentioned it so many times. How much I enjoy production. Alright, I think we've worked as many tiles as we need here. Let's see what happens if we take it off food. 32 turns? Wow. Or that's actually in the negatives. That is really strange. Okay, well, we'll deal with it. We'll work food focus. No big deal. Our production here is still 23, despite dedicating it almost directly and exclusively on food focus. I'm actually kind of thinking flight. As much as Navy would be nice, flight is even more awesome. But then having replacement parts and stuff is also nice. I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to bite the bullet. We're going to get square rigging and steam power so we can see where coal is. And here we still need... It says 10. Oh, we're at 8. I'm looking at food. Okay, so we still need some food. I might go food focus. 8 of 8 without. 12. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do food focus here too. And we could go for Oxford, but with food focus, that's not going to be very practical. I think we'll go with... We can't even make a harbor. We're 8 of 9. We're going to have to go with the sewer, guys. We're going to have to go with the sewer. We're 8 of 10 here. We could go for Academy, which will give us a slot as well. I think I'm going to go sewers. Yep, keep people happy. We got 13 more turns. Okay, no governors here. Our builder. I think I'm going to go ahead and just make a farm right here. And just use him up. And let's see. Speaking of farms, he's got one more build left. We have wheat, which is a great tile. So we'll go ahead and work this hill. We're going to get this in 3 turns, or we're going to expand in 3 turns. I'm glad they added that because, as you know, when the game was released, we did not have that advantage. And we won't make the same mistake with our scout as we did with our horsemen. Okay, next turn. I know you see me playing with a little bit more caution, and that's just something I want to do just because I don't want to start getting into a habit of just clicking next turn and not playing the way I would normally play. And that's with a little bit of heads up, situational awareness. I think that's important. Look at all the Jade Congo has. Gilgamesh is just cranking out the wonders. We are immediately going to go for the rice since it's right here. Let's go ahead and just get the rice. We have some good food. We're going to have some very good food in that city. Wow, look at that. Okay. Let's get our amphitheater. Alright, and here we're going to go ahead and get our camp high. See, 5 of 7. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a campus. You're probably wondering why I pronounce it camp high. I'll probably explain that to you at another time. Let's see. I don't want to interact with the diamonds. I might just make it here, commercial district here, and just kind of maybe just build around the city, maybe. But I don't want to build it. Do I want to build it here? Industrial zone. Industrial zone will probably be... So we're going to want to work the industrial zone near these diamonds. So I might have to go science here, commercial, industrial. So I'm going to have to buy this tile. I'm half tempted just to buy this one. But we're going to have to buy this tile here and put that down. 32 turns, but we'll grow and we'll have some additional production when I work this tile, and could always move this guy. But this city's going to be... This is going to be a good city. I say that optimistically. Let's hope that that actually comes true. Because we could use that city to send trade routes for food. And let that be our food-focused city to help build Athens and Knossos, who are just having not the greatest time with food.
It's not the towering sails.
And there's our square rigging. And we're going to work that hill. That worked out great. I can't say that it makes up for our loss of our horsemen, but that worked out great. Alright, let's get our little guy over here to take a look around. And we'll just go ahead and post up our pikemen. I don't need to send anybody anywhere right now. I'm not overly concerned with that. Although having lost that horseman is very disappointing. Because sending another horseman that way is going to take mega turns. So what I might do is I might just make another scout or make another... I'm going to need to make a horseman to replace that guy. Because we're going to need another horseman. Could even make cavalry. Can't believe we've not grown to those bananas. What is the deal with that? Why are we not growing to the bananas, guys? Oh, going to the sheep? Okay, and it'll put us closer to the wonder. And we'll be growing this city towards that wonder. Right. Unit needs orders. Well, the good news is our scout's over here, so he can clean up this area, or clean it up. He can scout it for us. Okay. Next turn. Alright, let's work those horses. That's outstanding. Wow, we're gonna have diamonds, we're gonna have rice, we're gonna have oil. Rhodes is gonna be an awesome city. And we could even build a harbor right here. Although our commercial district is going to be next to the river, but still. Oh boy, okay. So Spain wants to come at us again. Alright, we can do that. We can do that. We are prepared. And guess what? We'll be able to actually see his city. I don't want his cities. Do we want his cities? His capital looks awesome. Let's see, who needs this trade route more? Athens? Let's see. Let's go without working the food. 25. So, I think Knossos is going to need that trade route more than Athens. So, let's just move the trade route to Knossos. And then we'll just send him to Rhodes and let him take advantage of the food. Alright, and let's see. We'll work the rice. Now, as far as Spain is concerned, how do we want to treat Spain? I mean, this is going to be kind of a very short war. He doesn't have impressive troops. But we definitely don't want to take it for granted. But anyway, we'll be able to knock him out in no time. These are our most basic units over here too, besides with the exception of the bombard. So if he wants to throw his units at us, he can. This would be a good place for a city over here too. I don't want to take, or I don't want to build any more cities. But I could see a Civ coming over here and forward settling us. I could see Spain forward settling us over here. I don't know why they didn't. They kind of got an Italian peninsula, or an Italian setup over here. Do we want his main city? He's got some nice wonders over here. Something to think about, but we'd have to deal with this city here, which I would not want, and raising it would just increase our warmonger penalty, and I don't want to do that either. Okay, guys, I think we're going to wrap it up here, our war against Spain. Thanks for watching. Consider clicking that like button. Feel free to share this with your friends, and I will see you guys in the next game.